I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out. Over and out.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi if you are new, and I hope this video gives you the motivation and inspiration that you're looking for to help you complete your chores. Today in this video, we're getting right into it with making the bed in our master bedroom, and we'll be organizing a few other areas in here. I had a last minute thought on removing the bench because I wanted to see how my comforter on top of my bed would look without it being tucked in this time. I've seen this design on and off on Pinterest, and then ended up seeing it quite often on a few YouTubers that I watch. So I wanted to give it a try to change up the style of our bed, and since we've changed the color of our furniture set, the bench no longer matched anything in here, so why not remove it and try something new?
I've got some special memories. They're all including you and me. You make me forget that I'm shy. When I'm with you, I'm pretty wild. BFFs for life. Feel so good inside. I'm yours and you're mine. Always there, always with you, yeah. You light up my days, make tears go away. Sun shines on my face when you're here, when you're with me, yeah. You and me and you in a teenage dream, living free, coming through like it's supposed to be. In a teenage dream, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You and me and you in a teenage dream, having fun, being dumb like it's supposed to be.
This area was just a little too cluttered for me, so I ended up removing the entire tray from the nightstand and finding other places for these things. My anxiety of having too much stuff in such a small space was getting to me, so this had to be cleaned up. For my Young Living oils that were on that tray, I'll end up moving them into our computer room and placing them on these beautiful display racks that I came across. I found them on Instagram, and the company is called Essentially Curated. They sell these amazing oil racks where you can have your bottles neatly displayed. Now, if y'all have a bunch of oils that need to be organized because they're starting to pile up in a small space like mine, I'll have the link in my description box below for you to check out the racks that they have. They're gorgeous, and they have them in a few different colors and sizes.
Always there, always.
On a funny note, when Chris had came home from work to set his stuff down in his tray on the nightstand, he had freaked out a little bit and asked me what I had did with his tray. I guess he was a little more attached to that than I was, but as most of you know, Chris has always had a certain way of organizing his things. So when I'm cleaning it, I always try to keep it his way, but he had a way of really filling up his area too. So I told him I had to take it away because it was becoming clutter on both sides. So for the time being, I told him that he can organize his stuff in his drawers, but if he really needed to have a holder, I told him that we'd look for another tray that's smaller and won't take up a lot of room.
In a teenage dream, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, we finished cleaning our bedroom, so now we're going to take care of our master bathroom. But here's the after. What do you guys think? I think it looks 10 times better without the bench in here, and it honestly has given Chris and I quite a bit more space. The comforter change has really given the bed a new look, and it has saved me the extra work of having to tuck it in. I don't know why I didn't think about doing this a lot sooner. This bathroom is definitely in desperate need of a renovation because of all the clutter that piles up. The main trouble I have in here is finding the right organization with the limited amount of space we have. We've been looking at those beautiful bathroom vanities that have a ton of drawers in them with shelves. So it looks like something that we'll need to add now before we can even renovate. I'm now using a hot rag to wipe off my bathroom counters before I wipe it down with the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose spray. I used to vacuum them first and then wipe it down with the spray, but I noticed that it wasn't gathering all of the dirt or lifting up my hairspray film off of the counter. The counter would be clean, but it would gather dust faster since the film was still there. So this by far works so much better using a hot rag to break down everything off of the counter, and it went so much faster cleaning. So ladies who have hair around the sink and use a lot of hairspray, this truly will work for you.
Remember when we thought that we were better than all of the others? Just us. Said we wouldn't let things come between us. Let love rule, not beat us. Not us. But we let each other down. Yeah, we let each other down. This shouldn't be us. What came between us? When did we become like them? We weren't supposed to break up, but it's too late to make up. Don't know what my heart would mend. No, this should not be us. Not be us. This should not be us. Not be us. Remember when we said we'd stay together?
Now we're going to be straightening up Christopher's bedroom. We have such a busy week with all of our kids too because school starts back up on the 10th. We just had orientation day on the 5th, so you can believe it was a lot of fun to make sure all 3 of our kids got registered for school. We had Alyssa's orientation start at 8 a.m., Christopher's was at 9:30 with a tour, and then we had to make it by Dylan's orientation at 11 a.m. It was definitely mentally and physically exhausting, but we were able to do it, and I'm glad I didn't do it by myself. Chris was able to take off for the whole day to help me out with the kids, so I was super excited and thankful. More so relieved to have him with me. Now all the kids are registered and ready to go back to school.
Not be us. Not be us.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new.
We've been having a lot of projects going on lately that we haven't been able to do Dylan's makeover yet. If y'all have been with me for a while, you've noticed that Christopher's room and Alyssa's room have been done so far, but not his. Chris and I have to focus on one project at a time because it was becoming too overwhelming for us. We were trying to work on so many projects at once and was only making little progress with each of them. So we've chosen to finish the food pantry, and then once our new floors have been installed after the 15th, we'll be working on Dylan's room to give him his new bed, new sheets, new color dresser, and his new wall organization that I had in mind to create for him. I know he's going to be so happy once he sees we're working on his room.
try to keep the pace, but someday we will find that the world has changed, but we stay true to each other. I will always be there for you whenever you need my help. I'm taking my time to be your rock. I don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay.
Before making Alyssa's bed, I had to wipe off the top of her comforter because there was a bunch of hair from the dog and the cat. She likes to have them hang out on top of the bed with her, which I don't mind at all. I told Alyssa that that's probably where her allergies are coming from because she sleeps on top of all of her sheets, getting that hair in her face and eyes because she doesn't brush it off like I do. I'm glad I decided to look in this bag because Alyssa had clothes left over from going to see her grandma, and she had wet clothes in it too. So everything ended up having to be washed, and luckily the other stuff I was able to put away because it was just her clothes that got a little damp and not the other things in her bag. My kids 9 times out of 10 end up leaving their bags full like this and forget to unpack as soon as they come home. I'm just glad that I come by it each time, and with kids like mine, you constantly have to check their rooms. So I hope everyone is having a good day and you're making progress with your chores so far. Remember that you don't have to get it all done in one day, but you definitely should feel good about getting what you can done. You need to give yourself a little more credit, even if it's just for the little things, because even taking care of those little things make a big difference in your home. Speaking of home, we only have 11 days left until our new floors get installed, and I'm super excited with how much it's going to transfer this entire house, all the way up to the bedroom doors. Y'all are going to be hearing me in my videos doing a countdown, but I cannot wait for this to happen. We've planned this out for such a long time that we cannot believe that it's almost here. And when the floors are finally installed, we will only have more ideas, more projects, and home decor to share with you guys. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and be a part of our YouTube family. We'd love for you to follow us on our journey.
We're just looking at each other. Tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart. Loving you is not so goddamn easy as you think. I'm trying my best to hold on, but I feel myself giving. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are.
We're now cleaning up the last room of the day, which is the kitchen. I'll save the kitchen for last because there's usually so much more that I have to do in here. But I feel like working in the kitchen takes a lot more of my time than the other rooms do. Maybe it's because of how much stuff I have on these counters with limited space. So I'm working on condensing, but once we finish the food pantry, I'll be able to store a lot more in there that should be in there and not constantly on the counter. However, before I start cleaning the counters, I always want to make sure to put away the dishes, load the dishwasher, and get everything all off the counters. That way, that's the last thing that I have to do before moving on to doing something else, because doing it that way has a good flow to finish cleaning the kitchen quick.
Pick up the pieces and start again. Don't give up, we're holding on. For what it's worth, I'll try to change. We can't fix our broken hearts. Loving me is not so goddamn easy as I think. You try your best to hold up, but I see you giving in. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry.
Alright you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you got a lot of motivation and inspiration from this and made some progress in your day. I'm really glad that you decided to join me on this clean because your love and support truly means a lot to me. Give this video a thumbs up before you leave because it would really help out my channel. Please consider subscribing because I'd love to have you join my YouTube family. And then head over to my Instagram, Mrs. Jessica Savage. We share daily IG stories of our farm life, our lifestyle, and everything else that I do while being a stay-at-home mom. Remember one thing about today. You did good, you did more than enough, and you're loved, appreciated, and you have to give yourself credit for the hard work that you do. You deserve it. Thank you so much for watching. So I guess I will see you again right back here with a brand new video. Bye you guys.